Dear students, welcome back. I am here with one more illustration on preparation of a store's ledger account. So, today I am presenting illustration number 5. Show the following in store's ledger account on FIFO basis for the month of January 2019. So here for a question also we have to have a small table, that is the date, particulars, units and a rate. So in the first part of the table, so in the question they have given all which we have received from the vendor, that means purchased from the vendor, which we are supposed to record in the receipts column. So that is, let us see in detail. 1/1/2019 opening balance 500 units at rupees 4 per unit. On 5/1/2019 received from vendor 200 units at rupees 5 per unit. On 10/1/2019 received from vendor 300 units at rupees 6 per unit. Then on 15/1/2019 received from vendor 400 units at rupees 7 per unit. On 20th/1/2019 received from vendor 500 units at rupees 8 per unit. See, these are all the received from the vendor, which is nothing but which we made a purchase. So which we are supposed to record in the receipts column. So further in the next section he has given issues. Issues were as follows. On 4/1/2019 issued 200 units. On 7/1/2019 issued 100 units. On 13/1/2019 issued 300 units. On 17/1/2019 issued 400 units. On 30th/1/2019 issued 300 units. So on 28th January, stock verification revealed a shortage of 10 units. So whatever the information he has given as a issued, so that is completely which we are going to record in the issues column. So again on 28th January there is a stock verification, so which revealed a shortage. So when there is a shortage, obviously that should be issued. Clear? That should be shown in a issued column. Clear? So now we are supposed to prepare a store's ledger account on FIFO basis. That means first in, first out basis. See, dear students, you have to understand very carefully, because last two problems, that is problem number 3 and problem number 4, which we have solved, that is purely on LIFO basis. LIFO means last in, first out. So which came last, that should be first out. That means a recent received should be issued first. That is why I have used the term that you should issue the stock from the bottom of a balance column on that specified date. Correct? So now in this problem he has asked us to prepare a FIFO method, a store's ledger account under FIFO method. That means first in, first out. So you have to understand first in, first out. That means which came first, that should be issued first. That is what? First in, first out. Whichever first you have received in, that should be sent out first. That is exactly first in, first out. Or in other words also you can understand. So which is on the top line of the balance column. So which is left out on the top of a balance column on that particular date. So you should issue that. Clear? So that is how we are supposed to solve a stores ledger account under FIFO method. I believe you have understood by this time. So now let us prepare a stores ledger account under first in first out method. For that, take down the heading, that is stores ledger account under first in first out method of a product. So name of the material is not given. Code number, there is no information about it. Description of the materials, again there is no information about it. And maximum level, minimum level and reorder level. Maximum level, minimum level and reorder level. So after that you are supposed to open a table. So with a column date, then a column receipts. So the receipts column will have 4 columns, sub-columns respectively. Which are those 4 columns? GRN, quantity, rate, amount. And after that we will have a issue column, so which again will have 4 columns, that is MRN, quantity, rate and amount. And we do have a balance column which will have 3 sub columns, that is quantity, rate and amount. So let us look into the problem. On 1/1/2019 there was a opening stock, so 500 units of goods, that is material, at ₹4 per unit. So receipts column, that is GRN column nil, quantity column nil, rate column nil and amount column is also nil. MRN column nil, quantity column nil, rate column nil and amount column is also nil. So that means when there is a opening stock, you need not to record any transaction in receipt side, neither in issue side. So only we are going to record under balance column. So under balance column, quantity, how many units has been given as a opening stock? 500 units. So 500 at ₹4 each. So that means 500 into 4, 2000 rupees. Next on 4th January, so there was a issue. So issue of how many units? 200 units. So receipts column, GRN nil, quantity nil, rate nil and amount nil. So under issues, MRN column is also nil, but quantity, how many units we are issuing? 200 units at ₹4 per unit. So amount column 800. So look at the first 1/1/2019 balance column. How many quantity were there? 500. So out of 500, how many I have issued on 4th? 200. So the balance quantity will be 300. So what is the per unit price? 4 rupees. So 3 4s, that is 300 4s, 1200 rupees. On 5/1/2019, so under receipts column there is a receipt. So how many units? 200 units at what price? 5 rupees. So under GRN it is a nil, that means a dash. Quantity 200 units, rate 5 rupees. So 200 into 5, amount column will be 1000 rupees. So under issues column, MRN nil, quantity nil, rate nil, amount also nil. So in a balance column, 300 remains same, 300 into 4, 1200 and 200 into 5, 1000 rupees. On 7/1/2019, there is a issue. So receipts column again, GRN nil, quantity nil, rate nil, amount also nil. And in issues column, MRN is also nil. So but in issues quantity column, how many quantity issued? 100 units. So at rupees what? Because it is a first in first out. So which is on the top of the balance column. So that is 300 units. So out of that, how much we are issuing now? 100 units of rupees 4 each. 100 into 4, 400 rupees. Out of 5/1/2019, look at the balance column. So 5/1/2019 balance was 300 units at rupees 4. Out of that 300, how many units I have issued on 7? 100. How many left? 200 units at rupees 4 each. So 200 into 4, 800 rupees. Then 200 into 5, 1000 rupees. So that is the balance of 7/1/2019. On 10/1/2019, again there is a receipt of 300 units at rupees 6 per unit. So 300 into 6, 1800, that is on 10/1/2019. So there are no issues. So MRN nil, quantity nil, rate nil, unit nil, and amount is also nil. But in the balance column, 200 into 4, 800 rupees, 200 into 5, 1000 rupees, and 300 units which has been received on 10/1, 300 into 6, that comes to 1800 rupees. So on 13/1/2019, again there is a issue. So issue of how many units? Issue of 300 units. Okay, so issuing 100 because we are supposed to issue 300 units. So 100 into 5, 500 rupees. So 200 plus 100, 300 units we have issued. So now record the transaction under balance column. So that is 100 units of rupees 5 each, 500 rupees. Then 300 units of rupees 6 each, 1800 rupees. On 15/1/2019, so there is a receipt of 400 units. So how many units? Receipt 400 units at rupees 7 each. So 400 into 7, 2800 rupees. So issues column, MRN nil, quantity nil, rate nil, and amount also nil. So under balance column we do have 100 units of rupees 5 each, 500, 300 units of rupees 6 each, 1800, and 400 units of rupees 7 each, 2800. So this is the balance of 15/1/2019. So on 17/1/2019, again there are issues only. So receipts column, that is GRN nil, quantity nil, rate nil, and amount also nil. Under issues column, so we will have a quantity nil, but MRN number is nil, but quantities we are issued 400 units. So on top, on 15/1/2019, we do have only 100 units. So first issue that 100 units on 17/1/2019, 100 into 5, 500, and 300 into 6, 1800. So the balance left out is 400 units at rupees 7 each, so 2800 rupees. So next, on 20th/1/2019, there is a receipt of 500 units. So 500 units receipt is there. So under GRN nil, quantity we have received, that is 500 units at rupees 8 each. So 500 into 8, how much we got? 4000 rupees. So issues column, that is MRN nil, quantity nil, rate nil, and amount also nil. But balance column, 400 into 7, 2800, and 500 into 8, that is 4000 rupees. So after that, we are further moving on. 28/1/2019, receipts column, GRN nil, quantity nil, rate nil, and amount is also nil. Under issues, MRN nil, but there was a shortage, that is on 28/1/2019. How many units shortage was? 10 units. So under FIFO method, if there is a shortage, it must be recorded as a issue. So 10 into 7, 70 rupees. So out of 400, 10 units has been issued. So left out is 390 units at rupees 7 each. So 2730 rupees is the amount. So the balance again 500 units at rupees 8 each, 4000 rupees. So on the last day of the month, that is 30th 1 2019, there is a issue for again, that is 30th 1 2019, receipts GRN nil, quantity nil, rate nil, amount also nil. Under issues, MRN is also nil, but under quantity 300 units has been issued at rupees 7. So 2100 rupees is the amount. So balance will be out of 390. How many I have issued? 300 units. So the left out balance is 90 units at rupees 7 each. So amount comes to 630 rupees. And again 500 units at rupees 8. 4000 rupees is the balance. So we are done with the FIFO method of this statement. We have recorded given transaction under first in first out method. So now it is time to show the balance in the balance statement or closing stock statement. So open a small table, so which will have a quantity, rate and amount. That's all. 3 columns: quantity, rate and amount. So under quantity record 90, then 500. Under rate column record 7 and 8. Under amount column multiply the quantity into rate. So 90 into 7, 630 rupees. 500 into 8, 4000 rupees. So now add the quantity column. So closing stock of the under FIFO method 590 units, and the value of the same is 4630 rupees. Value of the same is 4630 rupees. So now we are done with the first in first out method of problem. So we will come back soon, and I'll come up with one more video, so which will make you understand about different types of adjustments, so that I'll explain you in the next video. Until then, take care, see you soon, bye bye, and stay safe.